Breaking today, Qatar says mediators are making progress to help reach a deal between the United States and Iran. President Trump has called it the regime's, quote, last chance. Our next guest is calling for tough action against Tehran, writing in the Washington Post that Iran's missile attack was a surprise. It should not have been. Years of muted U.S. response taught Tehran what it could get away with. Behnam Ben Taleblu is the senior director for the Foundation of Defense of Democracies Iran program and joins us now. Iran learned under previous presidents that it could basically continue its malign activities with impunity, but it's ramped that up even further in the last few months.
Absolutely. Great to be with you. Despite a ceasefire allegedly being in place for the past few months and even a deal, this is a regime that continues to fire ballistic missiles and drones at countries that house U.S. bases and military infrastructure, as well as threaten shipping in the Persian Gulf and Strait of Hormuz. So this regime continues to act and speak as the world's foremost state sponsor of terrorism.
So it learned this under the Carter administration, it learned under the Clinton administration, Bush administration, Obama, as well as Biden. But you see it's even learned under the Trump administration, because after Trump took out Soleimani in 2020, Iran fired missiles at the al-Assad air base, injuring a number of soldiers, gave some of them traumatic brain injury. But Trump didn't respond to that. He basically said, OK, so they responded, we're all good. And then after Midnight Hammer, Iran fired missiles at the Al-Udeid air base. Didn't cause any injuries, but did a lot of damage. But President Trump didn't respond to that. So you write, as a result of that, quote, in each instance, Washington took solace that the pain it had inflicted on Tehran was worth any damage it incurred. This flawed arithmetic allowed Iran to close each round having saved face, and it drew lessons about what it could get away with. Put a little more meat on that bone.
Precisely. And, we call this in policy world mirror imaging, where we think that the adversary thinks and talks and acts like us. And fundamentally, that's not true. Just because there was no loss of life doesn't mean that what they haven't done wasn't damaging. This is a regime that knows it cannot win an outright battle of conventional capability. Therefore, it's trying to win a battle of wills. And they're even fighting a battle of wills right now against the Trump administration, both on the battlefield and diplomatically.
And to that point, let me pull the quote from your op-ed, because you suggest that the IRGC has determined that there's a limit to how far Donald Trump is going to go. You write this, quote, Tehran has come to believe it can prevail in a battle of wills, despite being militarily outclassed by a nuclear-armed global superpower. Washington's unwillingness to engage in a protracted war that would further spook oil markets, negatively impact midterms, and expend precious munitions like interceptors is by now obvious. The president was hoping that Iran would fold in the first few weeks of this confrontation. Clearly, the IRGC's got a little more steel than the president thought they did.
Well, clearly they have some steel, but clearly this is a regime that has shown us in word and in deed again over 47 years that they will play to the edge, that they will gamble. And unfortunately, we're in a very tough situation right now where on the one hand, no president has done more damage to this regime more than President Donald Trump. But in the short term, Trump has backed away from a whole host of threats, I think 8 or 9. And even a newspaper from Tehran's municipality basically said that all of Trump's threats are watered down and that the U.S. is a paper tiger. So this is a tough position for U.S. deterrents to be in right now, despite the good track record that the president has had.
And I don't know how much this is taken into account in terms of the administration's dealings with Iran, or how much people at home really know about this. But over 3,000 years, Iran has been invaded by everybody. Alexander the Great, Roman legions, Arab armies, Genghis Khan, the Ottomans, Russia, the British Empire, and yet it survives.
And yet it survives. The one thing I would say, though, as a first-generation Iranian American, is I would not grant this terrorist regime the weight and the historical legacy of 2.5, 3 millennia of Persian or Iranian history. But what I would say is that this regime is playing to the edge because it believes it's found the soft underbelly of the West. At sea, that's currently the Strait of Hormuz. That's why the focus of the Trump administration nuclear issue is secondary. The first one is the Strait. And on land, that soft underbelly is our Arab partners. Our Arab partners in the Persian Gulf, as well as Jordan. The strikes against their critical infrastructure, their civilian facilities. By striking those, they are forcing a global superpower to have to act like the supplicants.
Yeah, and Saudi Arabia, I think 4 times now, has asked President Trump to stop the attacks. Behnam, it's always great to talk to you. You've got such a terrific perspective on things.
Pleasure.
Everybody should read your op-ed in the Washington Post.
Means a lot.
All right, thanks very much for being with us. Appreciate it. Sandra?
All right, thanks for watching. Check out my new podcast, Hanging Out with me, Sean Hannity. The big interviews, the debates you won't get anywhere else. Like and subscribe for new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.